Wow, good morning everyone, and welcome to Turlock, California. For someone who just got off a plane from Florida, this is quite a contrast. There's a nice cold wind out here, the air is very dry, but the day has already started off on a good note, because you'll never guess who I found across the street at our hotel. It's Mark Twain, my favorite. Look at him, he's just sitting here, chilling on this bench. What you doing, Mr. Twain? Oh, it's reading time. Well, two can play at that game, Mr. Twain. You ever read this one?
It's pretty good.
What are you reading, Mr. Samuel Clemens? Oh, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Is reading your own book like wearing your own band's t-shirt? A little bit, right? That is awesome. I woke up this morning, walked outside, and here, right on this bench, was my favorite author. But that's not all Turlock has to offer, Allie.
Oh, no?
Look at this! Wow! Look at that building! Oh, that's right. That is not a bulldozer. That right there is a building. Look at this. If you look carefully at the front of it, the grill is actually windows. Gee, I wonder what kind of stuff they sell in there. Well, if you guys are wondering the same thing, I've got news for you. Apparently, this building shaped like a bulldozer houses a business that rents and sells bulldozers. Well, gee, who would have thought, right? Unfortunately, today, the bulldozer building that rents bulldozers is closed to the public. Something about this fence being here tells me they frown upon me climbing over it to get any closer. But would you look at the size of that dozer over there? Dude, Bob the Builder would have a field day with that thing. Dude, that thing is awesome. And I love the way they've got some like boulders and rubble piled up in front of it as if it was actually running just a little while ago. It's not running now though. At the moment, it looks like it's dozing. Oh, I love buildings shaped like things. To me, a building shaped like something just says America. I gotta come back here sometime when the fence is open, you know. All right, as you may have guessed, we are not here just for giant bulldozers and statues of Mark Twain. Once again, it is the Halloween season, which means once again, I've got to drive Allie up north to her favorite pumpkin farm every year, driving all the way up to Northern California, but luckily there's plenty of good stuff to see along the way. For example, now we're in the little town of Galt. Galt. Now I know what you're thinking. You've probably never heard of the town of Galt before, but it was once a stop on the Lincoln Highway, America's first transcontinental highway that went all the way from New York to San Francisco. Someday I will drive the Lincoln Highway. Oh yes, someday. Speaking of Galt and the Lincoln Highway, some historians say it was very near to here that the last mile of the Lincoln Highway was completed, linking New York to San Francisco. That is pretty cool, and it's pretty cool that you could still drive down Lincoln Way through Galt to this very day. But for our purposes right now, you know what might be even cooler? Is a 50-foot tall thermometer. Would you look at the size of that temperature gauge? 50 feet, that is 10 alleys tall. Holy cow. That's one gargantuan thermometer. That is pretty cool, or pretty hot, you know, depending on the weather outside. Get it? Get it? 50 feet is not actually the world's largest thermometer. The world's largest thermometer is on the way to Death Valley. We've seen that many times together. But still, a 50-foot thermometer is nothing to sneeze at. Especially because if you start sneezing around a 50-foot thermometer, they might use it on you, huh? Ugh, hope it's an oral thermometer. Look at this little alley-sized door. You could fit into the thermometer. Maybe that's how it works. You gotta go inside and it'll check your temperature. Look at... See how hot I am? Don't you touch the thermometer, you're so hot, it'll blow the top off. It's difficult to see, but every couple of minutes these lights keep running up and down, putting on a little show, and then they'll settle up on the actual temperature, which is just a little above 75 degrees right now. Pretty cool. I always pull over for a big thermometer. Kind of a wasted opportunity next door though, because this is the Big Sponge Car Wash. But sadly, it is shaped nothing like a sponge. Aw, man. Missed opportunity. SpongeBob will be disappointed. All right, time to hop back on that highway. And if I can avoid many more distractions, we should be at the pumpkin farm soon. Look, Allie, Sacramento. Wave hello. It's your homeland. And now that we've passed ye olde city, Sacramento. It's just a few more miles until we get to Allie's must-do fall destination, Bishop's Pumpkin Farm. Founded in 1971 as just a regular farm by Bill and Sandy Bishop. After just a few years, Sandy convinced Bill that pumpkins were the way of the future. It started out slow, first by inviting local school children to come visit and see the pumpkins. But by the time just 10 years had passed, it had become a full-fledged tourist attraction, adding a bakery, corn mazes, pony rides, a little train out here, and it's just kept on growing and growing and growing ever since. And 40 years later, this pumpkin farm is still being run by the Bishop family. It's like the Knott's Berry Farm of the northern Sacramento area. Someday they're gonna have roller coasters out here, you'll see. Now, just like all these pumpkins out here, Allie grew up coming to this pumpkin farm, and every year she makes me bring her back up here for one reason and one reason only. This is where every year she gets her favorite pumpkin cake.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the best pumpkin cake in the whole world.
It better be, because it was a 7-hour drive to get it again. Of course, once you've got your pumpkin cake, you're going to need a drink. And what better drink for pumpkin cake than some farm fresh apple cider? And what better place to get it than their completely redesigned cider mill? Wow, this is all new. This is completely different than the last time I saw their cider mill. Last time it almost looked like it was in the back of an old barn. Look at this. This looks like some scientist's laboratory. Hopefully not a mad scientist. Crazy that they're just loading up apples into the back of this building out here. As a city kid, I rarely think about where things like apple cider come from, you know? Ooh, look at that. That's the new addition to the farm over there across the tracks, which both describes its position and also its name. I believe that's the new 21 plus drinky area over there. I don't know what they're serving over there, but it sure as heck ain't apple cider. Wait! Maybe it is apple cider. Hey, what are you doing here? You need someone to bail you out? Look at this. This is my second favorite thing ever. This little pony's name is Pokey. Pokey like Gumby and Pokey. That's amazing, but like I said, it's my second favorite thing here. My first favorite thing are the pig races. Oh, that's right, the pig races in the Porco Arena. It's been years since I've seen a little nice pig action. I can't wait to get reacquainted. Come on, bring on the bacon.
Hey, would you all be okay with 3 races today instead of just 2? Yeah. Okay, I think that's a go, Jenny.
In lane number 1, we have green eggs and ham.
Hey, green eggs and ham for you guys. Here we go.
In lane number 2, we have Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon.
In lane number 3, we have Hamika Patrick.
Hamika Patrick.
In lane number 4, we have Porky Pete.
Porky Pete, okay.
Pigs, bring on the pigs!
Okay, well, there we go. All right. Okay. All right, now.
Those weren't nice pigs. Oh, I can see they've got a finish line judge over there. That means the real thing's about to kick off.
SpongeHog SquarePig.
Whoa! Our pig is named SpongeHog SquarePig. And they've got Christina Aguilera, Brittany Squeals.
Hammy Johnson.
Hammy Johnson. Okay.
And that's it.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Here come the nice pigs! Yes, SpongeHog! Our pig won! Look at this for the next race. They're setting up bars to jump over.
Pamela Anderson.
All right, you guys are going.
Kermit the Hog.
Kermit the Hog. Ours is Pamela. Pamela Anderson.
We have Brad Pig.
Brad Pig, okay, awesome.
Dale Swinehart Jr.
I remember Dale Swinehart Jr. He's a good racer.
Go, 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 go. Ring your bell, that's it. Go.
Where's the pigs?
Nice, nice. Hey, look at this. Hey, there we go. All right. Go, go, go. Nice, nice. Hey, look at this. Hey, there we go. All right.
Brad Pig won.
Green. Hey, Brock, you won that one. Cheering section. You guys all did really great. But you guys were phenomenal. Okay.
Rude. Okay, that was it. All the NAS pig racing is over. This is the saddest part of the year where I have to drag myself away from the Porco Arena. Well, there's always next year. Makes me nervous being up here because we're a little close to Allie's hometown. And as you can imagine, I'm not a very popular person there. After all, I did sort of steal the princess.
Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere I go, a chick, chick here, chick, chick there, here a chick, there a chick,
I love that. They're such great singers. But as much as I love animatronic singing chickens, we gotta start making our way out of here. As a matter of fact, we're in such a big hurry, we don't even have time to check out the corn maze. That's probably for the best. As amazing as it looks, it does look a little corny. And there's no way I can do this obstacle course. Even if I had time, that just looks way too tiring. See, because we are so close to Allie's original hometown, we're trying to leave a little time to go and see the small percentage of her family that doesn't want to murder me. But of course, we can't leave the pumpkin farm without climbing aboard the hayride and taking a trip out to the pumpkin fields. Oh, hey, right here. Hey! Oh, Allie, I see them. I'm starting to see them. Pumpkins everywhere. Hey, get me off of this wagon. Hey, we stopped. I wasn't telling you. I was telling the hay. Oh, is that the last straw? Wow. Wow! All I can say is wow! I forgot just how pumpkin-y the pumpkin farm really was! Those ones are okay. Those ones are okay. These ones are alright. I thought they said the great pumpkin was coming. I see the pretty good pumpkin and the okay pumpkin, but I don't see the great pumpkin yet. Alright guys, we're gonna keep looking for the great pumpkin. We're gonna take Allie to her hometown, let her do a little reminiscing, see some of her family, and then hotel and sleep well before our next adventure. Thank you for hanging out with us while we visited Mark Twain, a bulldozer-shaped building, a giant thermometer, and a pumpkin farm. Make sure to check out all the links down below, and remember, you never know what's coming next in Random Land. Bye-bye! Okay guys, look at this right here. This is it. This is our saying of the day. Do this. It's very, very true. And trust me, the comments that get filtered out prove it. Woo!
Now, if every one of you could get up and shake your tail feather, we might be able to distract that farmer and skedaddle out of here. And if that doesn't work, well, we'll just see you at the next show.